Hello citizens and welcome back. This is our match preview for City against Spurs in the Premier League, so make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well if you're new around here, and we're just going to jump straight into it. But let's not beat around the bush, let's not avoid the subject. At the moment, City are absolutely terrible. We're not playing well, we're not getting good results, and in fact, if you look back a few weeks ago when we beat Chelsea 4-0 in the Cup and 1-0 at their ground in the league, I think it says more about how bad Chelsea are than us, because right now we do not look like a team capable of challenging for the Premier League title. We don't look like a team capable of winning games. I mean, look at the first half and recent performances. We've got Southampton, United, Leeds as well. We've had some pretty poor first halves. We're not doing well, and we just don't look like a team with confidence. We don't look like a team with creative ideas, and we're not getting the best out of players right now. Sometimes that comes down to the players. For some reason, we're starting slowly. We're starting lethargic. Our passing seems to be a bit off it. And we just don't look like an aggressive, attacking team. And then you look at Pep as well. He's making one sub in some games. I think he did it against United as well when we brought Grealish on. Other games as well. We can go back to Anfield, go back against Brentford. You look at some performances from players and he's left them on the pitch and he's making one sub in the 89th minute, or 85th plus minute, which isn't good enough either. Yes, we don't have too many players that can come off the bench and make a difference because we've got quite a lot of the same player, on the bench as on the pitch. But it's at the same time, he's got to make these changes. And if a player isn't performing, he shouldn't really play. Now, looking at the United game as well, last time out, take your pick. There were so many players there that didn't perform to their full potential. Yes, we took the lead in the second half, but it fell apart after that really quickly once we conceded the first. And going off the first half performance again, we didn't play well. We didn't deserve to win that game. And it was disappointing not to hold out for the 3 points, or at least a point as well, because, they're the type of games where you play poorly, you fight out, you get a point, you get 3 points, and it can really help your season from that on. But really, we haven't kickstarted since the World Cup, since we've come back from that, since the Premier League's come back. We've not kickstarted. We've really not got going. And I said earlier on in the season, and at the beginning of the season as well in videos, the World Cup was going to disrupt us. These are our best months usually when the players play every 3 days. They hit a bit of form, and we've come back like we've just finished pre-season, and it's not going well for us, is it? Now, looking at the Tottenham game, I wouldn't want to predict this one at all. Tottenham, no idea what Tottenham team are going to turn up. They like to go behind in games and then fight the way back. They really have a bad habit of starting poorly in the first half, but so do we at the moment as well. This game could be absolutely any score. We got two teams who hit and miss, mostly miss. You don't know. I reckon the first half, one shot each. I can see that happening because both teams are starting really poorly in games and coming on in the second half. So it could really make for an interesting end to the game. But the way Tottenham are going to set up, they're going to sit back. They're going to try hit us on the break. They've done it to us in recent years. They do it really successful as well to teams, not just us, but to every other team they play. And if we can't manage their counter-attack late on in the second half, we're going to get punished again like we did last season when we got beat 3-2 by them by that Harry Kane last-minute goal in injury time. So I expect this to be another tight game. Do I expect City to win? No, I can't in good conscience say City are going to win any game right now. Do I expect a good performance from City? No, I don't. I have absolutely no idea what to expect, but I don't think we're going to start the game well. I don't think we're going to perform well overall. And, this could be anything from 0-0 to 4-4. It could be any score. And I think that would be a fair reflection on both teams' performances and both teams' form right now. That being said, who do I play? Well, I spent the season trying to defend Foden because he did start off the season relatively okay. He was one of our better players. Yes, he wasn't banging form, but at the beginning of the season, not many players were. So I did defend him quite a bit. But since the derby, really, he's kind of gone off a little bit and he's not recovered. He's gone to the World Cup, he's come back, and he just hasn't performed, and I can't keep defending him. Other players like Mahrez, who I've been criticising beginning of the season for not taking his chances when he's been in the team. Pep's not been trusting him in the Premier League. Well, he's come back and he's actually performing now. I'd say he's probably our best wide player at the moment. Grealish, he's on and off form. De Bruyne, he's off form at the moment. Does he get dropped for Gundogan? I don't think Pep would ever drop him. But in this game, we need a bit of creativity. So you're going to have to play Gundogan next to De Bruyne for me. In defence, take your pick. It's an absolute mess back there. Sometimes he plays Walker at centre-back. Sometimes plays right back. Cancelo right back, left back. Who knows who's going to play at centre back? Who knows who's going to play at left back? So Pep's got some decisions to make, and do I trust him to make the right ones right now? Not really, to be honest with you. I think some of his team selections have been poor. I think the way he uses substitutions is poor. And without a plan B, because that's the biggest problem we've got, we don't have a plan B. Without that, we're just this same team that go through games, and if we're playing well, we play well. If we play poorly, we play poorly. And yeah, it's worked out for us in the past, but teams are onto us now. Teams know exactly how we play. They know who to target. They know when we're going to play through the middle. They know when we're going to play out wide. And they just sit back and let it happen. And like I said, Pep doesn't have that plan B at the moment, and he's got so many players there that are quite similar that we can't change the game if it's going badly for us. So, yeah, it is going to be a tough game, this Tottenham game, and I think this could be the one that knocks us out of the Premier League title race. I mean, I don't think we're in one anyway, but you look at the games coming up, we've got Arsenal in the FA Cup, got Tottenham here. You know, if we don't win these next two games, absolute disaster. Our season could be over by March, the way it's going. It really could be. So we do need a result, and we need a performance to go with it as well. I know a lot of people have been complaining about Haaland. I don't think many City fans, but I have a lot of people saying to me that Haaland's finished. He's not scoring goals, which he isn't. But is that partly due to him, or is it mostly the players behind him who are not getting the ball up to him? I'll go back to, again, the best chances in the first half, or the best bits of play in the first half we had against United was when he dropped deep into his own half, controlled the ball, and passed it out wide for someone. But if he's not in the box to get the cross, we've got no chance. And even when he's in the box and the players finally put it into him, they're overhitting it or underhitting it. You know, he's not getting his chances. But I still think he's one of the better performers, and I do trust him if he's in front of goal. We just got to get the ball to him. So I think Tottenham, many people are going to be Kane first, Haaland, like it was with Liverpool, Núñez first, Haaland. And Haaland's got a chance here to shut up the critics and, get back on that goal scoring train. Let's hope he can do it. And that's it. That's the match preview. I mean, mess, isn't it? It's a real mess at the moment, and you just never know what City team are going to turn up. Fortunately for us, you don't really know what Tottenham team are going to turn up. And I'm sure it's going to be an exciting game either way. So make sure to join me for the watch along tomorrow. Kickoff, I think, is 8 p.m. So join me around 7:45. Jump on, criticize whoever you want. And I'm sure we're going to watch an absolute masterclass performance from City. So join me for that. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. And yeah, have a nice day. Bye-bye.